And we're live. Hi guys.
And we are live.
Oh my
Hello.
god, we're here. Sorry for missing last week. As I was saying, I did have some stuff going on, but I do appreciate the support everyone has given me in the last week. It's been very nice, so thank you. But we're gonna just hit the ground running again this week. We're gonna stick in the same area that we did the last stream on. So last stream we were naming some of the main places here in the Radiant Steppes or the Kingdom of Corthas. And this week we're gonna stay in the zone because we haven't developed a huge amount for this region. I mean, this is the last region, literally, that we could have done, of all of them. So, you know, we thought we'd stick around.
It's surprisingly more developed in some areas.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that. We're definitely slacking in a couple areas, but that's fine.
Yeah, we're doing good though. Considering everything. Last time we did, the naming conventions. Well, we did the naming of the major settlements on the steppes area and the tundra. We went over the star formations that we did.
All the star signs, yeah.
And the magic related to it. We delved into that a little bit, and talked about the mythos surrounding the paleontology element of
the myths and legends of the Fenka. Who, again, are probably my favorite race now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, which again, we always mention it, but it is something that we didn't even want to do, and now we're doing it.
I remember the very first time we were like, fuck, we need a new race. We don't have something that fits this bill. We were like, we don't want to do it. We really were trying to find workarounds. And now this is just proof, guys, that if you are thinking that something is needed in your world, don't just avoid it. Don't just give up on it, because actually it could end up being the coolest thing you make.
And sometimes the resistance that it gives makes for like good motivation.
Yeah. It challenges you, but it's good.
But yeah, anyway, so to stay on track with this, we are going to continue with the rotation that we've done in many streams before, which is we'd do some people, we'd do some city building, we'd do some animals, we'll do some flora and fauna, which is animals and plants. I'm rambling a little bit, sorry.
We forgive you, Effect. We're getting back in the swing of things. Also, hey Cam, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. But today we're gonna start with the flora of the region, so the plants of this area, of which we have literally nothing so far.
Yeah, we double-checked everything, and we don't have anything.
You know, unlike some, we'll quite often find in some of the documents maybe the odd animal here or there, or the odd person or whatever. No, we've checked. Zilch. We have precisely nothing on plants done.
We know the general landscape of the area is minimal in terms of plants, because as a steppe area, there's not many trees around. There's a lot of grasses and crops and things.
Yeah, but there's not going to be crazy amounts of like actual plants.
No, like forests and trees and stuff like that won't be as common. And I think if we're going with trees, we'll again stay true to what steppes do, which is they tend to keep one or two types of trees typically, and that's
relatively limited.
Yeah, it's like endemic to that area.
Yeah, I think that this area in general, it's definitely going to be more heavily leaning on the fauna side, so the animals and monsters and creatures side, than it is on the plants. But that does not mean that the plants aren't important. And this is again like something when it comes to world building. Even the little things, the little details that you in the moment might think, I can ignore that, I can forget about that. Sometimes just having those little details that you can pull out into the world or show your players or describe to them can help immerse them into that world so much more, and immerse you as someone trying to build the region. You know, it can actually give you ideas and give you ways of connecting points that you hadn't even thought about, and really encourage creative flow. So never be afraid of just really delving into the stuff that might not be critical to the world, but will actually help guide you to things that you weren't necessarily thinking about. And I think for this region, that's the flora, that's the plants. You know, we're not necessarily saying that this is the most important part of this region. The animals definitely are, on the flora fauna side, but we do need to do this.
There's a balance between ecological systems.
Yes.
For the animals to coexist with each other there needs to be a certain level of herbivore consumption so that the carnivores can eat the herbivores.
Yeah, exactly. So we need that ecosystem to be in place. So that's what we're gonna do. Back at Chick Island, hey Ghost, welcome in.
I think what we'll start with is we'll focus on the grasses, I think.
Yeah, I think we should start towards the northern steppes rather than the tundras.
Yeah.
I do think they're going to be easier to do. So let's start there. We'll see how we get on in the next kind of 2 hours of this stream. If, we manage to think of enough things for up there, we can then move on into the bottom area. But I'm not holding my breath, but that's okay. We're not in a rush. We're chilling. We're getting stuff done at our own pace.
I have a suggestion to start off.
Oh my god, right. Hit us with that suggestion effect. Let's get us started. Get us on the right track.
Feather wheat.
Crop?
Crop, yes.
Feather wheat.
Yes. It is meant to be a substitute to modern, like, in our world, normal wheat. The difference with it being is it is soft and fluffy and allows for very airy types of foods. So things like cake and bread is good for it, but using it to make alcohol and things isn't as good because it dissolves easier.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's soft. It's meant to be able to dissolve quickly and absorb the air. That's why it's feather wheat.
I like the idea then of like this bread being like really good for soups. Like it draws all the moisture into it really easily as well. And like I feel like that's like a really like, because I mean soups would have been a very integral part to a lot of traveling cultures because they're just easy, chuck everything in a pot, right? And then voila, you have a meal, right? So the idea of like that like absorbing liquid nice and easy, like very spongy almost.
Yep.
Except I can't spell spongy.
Also, Ghost has some really tasty ice cream.
Okay, hold on, let me have a look. I have a banana, walnut, and choco chip loaf, and bay leaf ice cream. Holy fucking shit, man. How many things can you have in one ice cream? That does sound really nice, though.
It does. Wait, is the bay leaf ice cream separate from the loaf?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are these two separate ice creams, though? Because that sounds like a lot to pair into one.
Yeah. Banana and walnut, though. Delicious. Speaking of, I'm guessing, what's it called? Air dried? Is air dried a thing?
Yeah, like dried stuff. Yeah, sun dried is what you normally call it.
Yeah, I think that sort of stuff is making spices out of these crops and things will be a common practice.
Maybe having like some plants that the seeds of them can be dried into like spices, kind of like peppercorns and stuff almost. Could be kind of cool, and like ground into spices and things.
Yeah. Maybe some type of I think we mentioned off stream, olives and peas. Maybe having a multi-use type of olive that we can do something with that.
Send it up somewhere. I think like something similar to olives I think would be really cool. And fit very well in this area, so maybe we can think of something about it. You made these? You made both? Okay, so it is two different... Okay, hold on. Okay, so banana, walnut, and choco chip is all in the loaf. Then it's bay leaf ice cream separately, though I've got it on top. And you made both yourself. Oh. So, send some? No, I'm joking. That sounds amazing though, man. I know you... For anyone who doesn't know, Ghost has been like a patisserie chef, was it, before? I think I remember correctly. So that must taste amazing.
Hey,
and I'm
Ghost,
jealous.
You can always share your recipes. That's also another creative outlet, you know?
Yeah, share them recipes. Dude, make a little thread in it. Creation sharing? We count that as creations, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Food.
We'll probably lean on your expertise when we go to make the Colabria cookbook eventually, so.
There's an ad break going on right now.
Okie dokie, we shall wait 1 second for the ad break.
Yeah.
the recipes on your own, well, you can still share them if you think they're good.
Yeah, absolutely, sure.
I want to get back into baking. I was literally talking about baking bread earlier, and I really want to bake a loaf of bread this weekend now, so I probably will.
I tried baking before, and making a bread loaf isn't hard. Making anything extra is a whole other process.
So okay, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm more closely, in terms of my personal journey in faith, I'm more closely relate these days to Celtic paganism. There is a Celtic holiday called Lammas or Lanasta, in which one of the kind of celebrations is to share, to make bread and share it with your family and friends. It's kind of like a celebration of harvest and, the fruits of the earth. And a traditional Lammas loaf is what it's called, is like a loaf of bread that you infuse while it's rising, right? You infuse it with sage, thyme, and rosemary. So it's like a really herby loaf. So you just dice them super small or crush them and like put it into the actual dough while you leave it to rise, and it's delicious. And you make it into like a placid loaf. It's amazing bread, and like I honestly kind of want to make it more. It's so good.
You have a pic in the Discord.
Oh, pic in the Discord. Everyone go check out the Discord. We're getting slightly off topic, but when don't we? And you know what? This is fine. It's been a while. We're catching up too.
Look good.
It does look good, man. It looks good.
But what we're talking
Very
about
cool. They follow the story. Nice. Yeah, but that's the reason we're talking about this is it does relate. So we're thinking about. I mean, I think the Fenker as well would be a very, like, no pun intended, down to earth, group of people, and I do think they would lean heavily on the kind of natural things around them, and probably not alter them too much. You know how bread is like only like 3-4 ingredients, really, or 4 ingredients. Yep. I think we should lean on that and have very simple crops and very simple things that either don't require much modification, or, can even be eaten raw, I think is probably like a good way of doing it.
I mean, we can look at it historically. Things like dates. Dates have been used for centuries and centuries.
Absolutely. Dates would be a great one.
Dates, yeah. Olives, again, I know we keep mentioning olives, but they are also like the Greeks, have them. The dates, you have the Arabs. You have... I think Mongols and all of the Asian side of East Asian especially do sugarcane, and Africa too. Yeah,
I think in terms of, do we put it under tree or do we put it under crops if we're going to do an olive like one? We can do it in tree. It's just a fruit-bearing tree, right? So maybe they don't. I would say maybe they don't like grow it in orchards necessarily. They just are around and they will harvest them.
Yeah.
I think might be a nicer way of doing it. I don't really see the Fenker as having many things that they actually grow in orchards or fields.
No, they don't.
It feels more like spatterings of things here and there that they just kind of like harvest and tend naturally over cycles.
They definitely look at where there is spots,
Yeah, they're like, that seems to grow there every year. Great, we'll go get it from there every year. I don't think they necessarily tend the land as much as other races and groups would culturally.
Yeah, I can see them being like, okay, this is very rich in this particular thing. They will tend to the land a little bit just to make sure that the next season they come around, it grows again. But by, being there and using the fruits, they indirectly benefit the plant as well. As for this olive thing,
yes,
I had an idea.
Careful now.
Regarding seed being something that is commonly used in dry aging as a spice. So when they dry aging meat, they're using this olive seed spice.
Ooh, like sun-dried version of it is then like ground into like a spice, or
yeah, ground into spice.
Well, we can have them have like almost be like not stone fruit. Well, kind of be like stone fruits. We can have them have like stones in them, but like small ones.
Yeah, that's and kind of, isn't it?
Yeah.
the actual like meat of the fruit tastes tangy, I imagine. With like a soft darkness. I can imagine it.
So the fruit itself is tangy.
Yep.
And soft, yeah?
Tart, yeah.
We're saying they're quite small as well, kind of like grape sized, basically. Like olive size or
olive sized, yeah.
The brain. I have one of them, I swear, it's just not in my head today. Who has the brain cell? I don't think I have it today. Do you have it today?
I do.
Ah, shit. I'm joking. But you're not doing amazing, so that's fair. Okay, the fruits are tangy and tart and soft, small, sized. What do we want to call the fruit? I think we need a name. Do we want to name the tree after the fruit, or do we want to have a name for the tree and then a separate name for the fruit that grows on it? Anyone have any preference to that? Imagine a fruit that the flesh is toxic, but the nut inside is ground to make a gluten-free flour.
Sure.
That actually would be kind of cool.
But I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like, so another kind of stone fruit type thing.
Yeah, maybe like inspired by like avocados or something.
Yeah. Should we put that under plants maybe? I don't think they'd crop that.
Yes.
I feel like that'd be quite a niche thing, but I mean it's a really cool thing, so. Okay, so stone fruit, similar to an avocado, the flesh is the flesh is toxic, but the stone inside is able to be ground into a flour-like substance. Any ideas for a name for that one, Ghost? And again, we can come up with a name for the plant itself, and then we can also come up with a name for the stone fruit, or we can come up with separate a name that just is the same. In other words, we could name the plant after the fruit, like how we call olive trees, right? Like they're not like a certain tree then plus olives. I don't even like olives. I just have olives on the brain now. In the meantime, let's go back up onto the olive tree while Ghost has a think about any names they might like. Going off of the idea that we have feather wheat for light and fluffy wheat type substance, etc. So we can use some fairly simple names. We don't need to make them overly complicated. I do think the Fenka would probably... I don't think it's that they wouldn't care about the naming the plants. I just think that they would be quite straightforward with them, because their main priority is the herding and the culture that surrounds that more so than this.
I'm gonna put in a stand in, because I just thought of it.
Go for it. Caustica, that's pretty cool. Also, for the feather wheat, I also have the thing, I was mentioning this to actually affect before the stream. So, with things like wheat, obviously, or maybe not obviously, the actual wheat part that is ground into flour is only the top of the stem, right? It's like the actual bit at the top. So, but quite often farmers will actually use the stems themselves as things like cattle feed, right? They'll actually collect it all up and bale it and use it as cattle feed. So I like the idea of that, having that multi-use as well, so being able to feed the animals with what the humans don't eat, or what the Fenka don't eat. Does that kind of make sense?
So this Ghost is suggesting to like something like a bull fruit, but in our case would be insert animal name fruit.
Do we have any bull-like creatures effect?
We do. We have a Stegosaurus buffalo hybrid.
Oh yeah, we do. Did we name it?
I'm checking now. I don't think we named it. we did checking. St. Fells, Cerulean Coast. We have a lot of things. I missed it. Where is it?
We have so many documents. We do apologize for.
We didn't. So we didn't. This is what I mean. We didn't fill in the document for the radiant steps with the stuff that we have.
Of course we didn't, because that would be sensible.
Yeah. So we don't have a name for the livestock. So we can always name it. It is a Stegosaurus and buffalo hybrid, which means they have a low center, bison-like body, rich plating of bone on the spine. They produce low-frequency rumbling calls before storms, and their produce is milk, meat, and armoring. It's in the actual Radiant Steps document, not in the
That makes
fauna
sense.
document.
This is what I mean. Too many documents. Oh yeah, we have it on here. Okay. So do we want to just quickly come up with a name for that, and then we can use that as the name fruit, as Ghost is saying.
Yeah.
God, I forgot we had some weird stuff, ideas for things here. Kelks, that's funny. Alright, Stegosaurus Buffalo Hybrid. So, the Stegosaurus Buffalo Hybrid is exactly as it sounds. Hold on, let me zoom in on this so you guys can read it a little bit easier on stream. So, low center bison-like body, rich plating of bone on the spine, produces low frequency rumbling calls before storms, and they have, in terms of what they provide, it's milk, meat, and armoring produce. So yeah, literally Stegosaurus, mash it with a buffalo. You're welcome. Here's an animal. In terms of the naming conventions for these so far, the only real ones we've named are like the mythical ones, whose information I will get up on a separate page now. Byron's, I kind of like that. It does make me think of Lord Byron, but I kind of like that.
Byron's, yeah. So we got a Byron fruit is what
A Byron
Ghost-
fruit is what goes saying it. Or spine fruit, if it's similar to the, like the spines of the creature. Spiky fruit, pink in coloration.
Yeah. Okay. It's Kalichi nut.
That makes me think of dragon fruits.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they grow on cactuses. Byron berry can use suggesting. Which I can see that being similar to like a grape. You know, like how blackberries and grapes grow in.
Yeah, I like a Byron berry. That's a cool one. Make that a plant. Should we make that a plant as well?
Yeah. We can make it a shrub.
Yeah, make it a
Byron.
shrub.
Byron shrub. Cam, what type of
What's the shrub like?
yeah, what's the shrub like?
If we're saying again with the spiny Stegosaurus buffalo hybrid-esque vibe, we could make it a spiky shrub. We could have thorns maybe, or maybe not actual thorns, maybe they just have like scale like protrusions that look like the
Maybe the flowers attached to the flowering thing before the fruit comes. Looks like a spike.
Oh, what looks like maybe it's the same shape as like the spine spikes that the Byron has. Like the flower petals maybe are the same shape.
Ish, yeah, thereabouts.
Spine fruit is the size of a
Spine fruit.
cantaloupe melon. Ooh.
They will be the same region, thus have similar properties to their neighboring plants and floras.
Yes.
That is true. Hey, I looked up how flora behaves in steppes before the stream started, and they all have the similar properties of making sure that they can't dry up. So they're very good against droughts. And Cam is suggesting stinging nettle and thorns, which is a good idea.
Sorry, you said stinging nettle and thorns. Okay, I like that.
By the way, did you press it?
Do you want the stinging nettles and thorns in the Byron shrub, or...? Sorry, what was your question, Effect?
I was asking if what I said earlier came through, or there was like a Discord thing that happened.
It did. It was a little bit glitchy. I did understand what you were saying.
Okay.
Separate plant. Okay, so sting and nettle type vibe, separate plant. Yeah.
Yeah. That works.
Just also catching up on what Ghost is saying about his one, about the spine fruit. Okay, so name TBD, unless anyone has an idea for nettles.
Clam nettle.
Oh, you said greystone, not brown. I can read. And what'd you say, sorry, Effect?
Clam nettle.
I like it. Stinging nettles are the bane of my existence, by the way. Oh, I hate them. There's so many of them around me as well. You said with thorns, right? Stinging nettle and thorns. Or do you want thorns to be a separate thing?
I think it's the same.
Same plant, yeah.
From what I understood. Well, like they having like nettle and thorn qualities, I think, is what the idea is.
Should we make it so you can like make this into something medicinally? Stinging nettles are actually can be surprisingly good for you. Fun fact: people with joint issues can. It's a very old. This is an old timey kind of witchy practice from Middle England. But stinging nettles used to be used to sting swollen joints when people had joint issues, and it would actually help reduce inflammation. Fun fact, because it forces the blood to rush to the areas, which actually helps like keep movement going, basically. It's really weird, but people used to do it all the time. And there's your random history fact of the day. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, so what kind of medicinal use should we have for this one?
Maybe heat stroke. Good against heat stroke.
And how would it be used against heat stroke? As in, what do we do with them to make it good with heat stroke?
It's like mint. It's a coolant.
Oh, so like if you eat it?
Make tea out of it.
Oh, I see. I'm with you.
Make it a paste. Yeah, like you can do many things with it. Make it pasty. Make it a tea. Make it. Like, on an emergency, maybe even use it, apply on your skin, raw.
I think paste is cool.
Like, my thought is, like, all of these herbal things, right? Or herbal things, whatever. They can be multi-use. You can do just like in real life.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Maybe have another plant that produces a substance that's like milk in texture, and that is used together with this to make a cream that Fankar use in medicine.
I like that. Okay, combined with X. And sorry, what did you say the name was? And spelling.
Of what?
You said something about an idea for a nettle name, didn't you?
Clam nettle.
I need you to type that one.
like a clam? Like a clam?
Like a clam as in the ocean thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. Clam nettle. Is that because of like the shape, maybe?
More like the stinging sensation, or like a clam, like pinch.
Oh, I get it. So like being pinched by one. Oh, vibes. Okay, hold on. Let me type that.
I don't know. Makes sense in my head.
Okay, so what are we gonna call X, which is the name I currently have for the milking plant? Oh, that sounds wrong.
Maybe something stalk. Maybe like a bamboo stalk, right?
Oh, like how and often the stalks of plants do actually secrete like a sap substance. Yeah.
Yeah. So some type of stalky crop.
Okay. We can it could be a flower plant that looks kind of pretty too, potentially.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe again. If you're talking, I can't hear you. But yeah, I think.
I wasn't.
Okay, good. So the stem excretes, good word, a milky like substance when cut. Maybe like similar to like a tree sap is basically like the tree like healing. It's almost like tree blood. Yeah. Which is a thought maybe I did not want to be putting into people's heads, and I apologize if you've never thought about sap that way.
Yeah. Like how maple syrup is made, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like tree blood.
Yeah. It just in this case it's just blood differently. Or harvested differently.
Yeah. Sounds like what now? Euphorbias?
Ghost always teaches us new words.
I know, and I'm very confused, and I might need to Google that one. You mean like euphoria? Like I know what a euphoria is. Hold on.
Oh, no. It's an actual thing.
Would you care to read the word for me, in fact?
Euphorbia is a large and diverse genus of flowering plants, commonly called spurge.
Oh shit. We learning things today. Again, we always do.
It's trees. It's anything from annual plants to trees. That's crazy. These look like alien things.
Okay, I want to Google this now. I'm gonna Google this on stream. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna Google it on stream.
The genus looks so alien. Like all of the plants within it, the genus.
Holy shit, they look cool though.
Yeah.
What the hell? I saw like succulents are under this.
Yeah.
That looks cool though. Good. I'm learning so much today. It's insane. That looks so cool. Like cacti, succulents. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I did not know that was a thing. If it gets on your skin or in wounds, it hurts like a bitch. White sap is irritable. Well, if we're gonna use it to make creams, maybe it's not like irritable to the skin.
No.
On this
Yeah,
one.
no, this one's more like aloe vera.
Mm-hmm.
Just like runnier.
That's about aloe vera, but you know. We trying. My dyslexic brain is so not with it today. I've had a long day at work, that's my excuse.
I think you still misspelled it. Hold on.
I think I definitely misspelled it. But that's fine. So what do you want to call it? Do we want to call it something stalk, or... We could even just call it something simple like balm stalk or something. Oh my god, you're so right. I really did misspell it badly. Oh no. I was staring at it and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. My brain was like, these are the letters. I don't know what fucking order they go in. Yeesh.
No, you did good, don't worry.
Thanks, bud. I think like we could even call it or like soothe stalk maybe, because if it's used to make like creams and stuff and balms.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't know, my head went towards like soft stalk, but that just sounds weird. Soothe stalk sounds good.
So we have soothe stalk, clam nettle, Byron shrub, spine fruit, feather wheat, TBD. We still need to name the olive one. I think we can do that.
Do we call it TBD?
I don't think we should call it TBD. TBD is to be decided. Oh, literally TBD. That would be kind of funny. I don't know. With the hyphens, sorry, you're right. With the hyphens, it looks far more believable. Thank you for adding the hyphens to really emphasize the importance of the name. I thought you were gonna put Tico, Bico, Deco then.
Pico bean, there you go.
Oh my god, that actually works. Why does that actually work?
You just gotta improvise until it works.
You did not just create a name out of TBD.
I did.
Tico bean. I like that. Oh. Obviously it's Tico bean tree. Let's just emphasize that as well.
Yeah.
And it grows Tico beans, obviously.
Yeah.
I know I'm being really obvious in this document, but I do need to do this, otherwise I will just lose the ability to use my brain. Olea Europea
Europea.
Is olive tree in Latin? Fair. We have a more Latin French group in the Orcs, which we've been working on a bit in the few past episodes.
That's true.
But yeah, Tico bean tree, that's really cute. And then we've got spine fruit, Byron shrub, clam nettle, soothe stalk, feather wheat. I mean, we're being really productive this episode so far.
How about
the oils can be used to make teak oil for outdoor furniture? Yeah, fuck it. I'll say it can be used to make oils for... I mean, to be fair, olive oil can be used for a lot of things. Similar
cooking.
vibe. Cooking, mainly. Yeah, we'll put oils for cooking. And preservation as well. Oils can be used to preserve food. Albeit not the nicest, but still possible. flowers yet. I feel like we should have some cool flowers. I do think the spine fruit being on a flowering shrub is a good cool though. And the Byron shrub again, also being flowering shrub.
Maybe I have an idea. Which one is on the flowering shrub? The Byron shrub?
The Byron shrub, yeah. Flower petals that are shaped like the spinal protrusions of the Byrons. Ish. Loosely. We haven't talked about the colours though. What kind of colours do we want for them? If they have like small grape-like fruits that grow on the Byron shrub, right? Great for foraging. Unless we want to make them toxic, but great for foraging. We already have one toxic one actually. What colour do we want the flowers to be? So if we have purple, I'm just kind of leaning towards purple as well.
Like a soft purple.
Like a more lavendery purple or like pastel purple.
Yeah, lavendery pastel. Yeah. Lilac.
Lilac, that's the one. Yeah, like Palmer Violet kind of colors. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I do think having a few little pops of color in this landscape in the steppes is a great, like, idea. Just to have, like, certain things that can draw the eye, you know? Especially if we think about the function of flowers in nature, they are to attract the attention of pollinators, right? And in this environment, which you know we can kind of tell from the map is quite like not bleak, but like obviously there's not a lot of color in the ground itself. We've got this very kind of beigey, not beigey, but you know what I mean, that kind of color. I think having pops of color in the plants and things, like maybe even having similar to the what's it called? The steppes, like more in kind of like Eastern Europe / like Russia area, where they have like bright orange trees and some green grass and things. Maybe having a contrast like that. Now, knowing that our grass is slightly more on the brown side, what color might pop in the trees that will help give us that contrast, you know?
I'm thinking, so you can reach out. Hold on, I'm just trying to phrase myself. Sorry.
No worries, you think about phrasing while I look at this one. So, bamboo-like plant that grows to the heights of trees, and the stems can be... You know bamboo can grow really fucking tall.
It can. It can also grow through people's bodies.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
Yeah. If you feel like you're falling asleep in a bamboo forest, it can grow through you. By the next time you wake up.
New fear unlocked. Thanks
No,
for that,
a real
buddy.
thing.
No, I'd heard about it, but not like that. That's crazy. So bamboo, but much thicker stems. Okay. I'm not sure how useful canoes would be in this region. But what other uses could there be for like a much wider circumference circle plant similar to bamboo? I mean, structurally, it would make great tent poles. Holding up like teepees, temporary structures where like the traveling community goes around a lot. Irrigation, yeah, another one. Like if they wanted to get water, natural water sources down from the mountains to points for people to even drink from, perhaps things like that.
Yeah, or just making animal containers to drink out of.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one. I think that goes on to plants again. Or we could do crops. Maybe they do harvest this one a little bit more because it would be a very functional plant. Unless we're not doing crops, it's just edible, because technically crops aren't just edible. Crops are things that are intentionally harvested. So
yeah, utility.
So we're gonna do TBD. Larger nope. I was close. So larger circumference bamboo-like plant that grows to towering heights. So with a hollow inside similar to bamboo, which is obviously what makes it great. Okay, so larger circumference bamboo-like plant that grows to towering heights. Their hollow tubes are harvested and used for things like irrigation and making bowls and containers, while the thinner offshoots are perfect for tent poles and other such traveling uses. Structural traveling uses. Oh, I can't type. I like that. Perfect. We need a name for that at some point. And you were braining effect. What were you braining?
Look up flowering onion. It's a perfectly globe-shaped flower that has. It's a cluster flower, and I think that would really not pop nicely in a step.
Okay, yeah, cluster flowers are nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to try typing out a description for that one?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, thank you. Just because you're picturing it in your head, so it might be a little bit easier. And then we can have a look at it together and see if we picture the same thing. This bamboo plant, though. I'm thinking like hollow something. Hollow something. Hollow. We already have hollow drum as something in another region, but that doesn't work for this one. Hollow branch, maybe. Hollow root. I do like hollow root. Actually, that's better. Nice one, Ghost. Nice one. Thanks for bouncing off of my not so working brain. Man, the English teacher in me hates how this is phrased, but that's fine. I'll fix it later. For once, I will fix it in post instead of Effect will fix it in post. You know, people wonder like why it takes us so long to update the website sometimes, and A, it's because life gets in the way, obviously, and B, because these like bullet points, these are basically bullet points, you know, that we make here. And unfortunately, like, each bullet point takes time to develop and really, like, write out in a way that makes sense, that's connecting, that actually sounds interesting. You know, and... Oh, sorry, hungry. Sometimes, you know, that takes time, and sometimes you just don't have the mental energy to figure that out. As much as that sucks. But I do love all these ideas, and I can't wait to go back through it and, you know, reword things and make it make more sense. We ready, Effect?
Yep. Okay, do
you want to read it out?
A red, perfectly round, globe-shaped cluster of diamond-shaped florets, which bloom atop a tall and sturdy stem that have historically been used as drinking straws. The flower cluster is commonly separated from the stem and boiled for a very sweet and healthy drink, perfume, concentrate, or incense.
I love that. And you're right, that's gonna bring a nice pop of color. What color are we making these though? Oh, you said red. Yeah, that's perfect. That's genuinely perfect.
Look, not everything has to be deadly, so I just went with something that's just
yeah, of course not.
zen, you know?
Yeah. I like that though.
Speaking
I
of...
love the idea of Fenka using like incense and things as well. I think that's so fitting for them. Especially as, like, I mean, anyone who has ever lived in the countryside or near farms where animals are, you know, animals that don't always smell the nicest, to be blunt, you know? Zen flower. That's cute. The ornate Zen flower. I like it. I'm gonna capitalize the F. Sorry, I'm gonna be pedantic. I love that though. That's really cute. Also, I'm seeing that I misread something again. It's supposed to be Hallow Root, not Hollow Root. My dyslexia man's struggling today. Okay. Ooh, golden variant as well. Okay. Golden variant often used at royal weddings. I love that. That's brilliant.
I figured because of the association with golden fur.
I also like that you've made it red, similar to like the fur colors of some Fenka. So yeah, like red to gold, or red to beige and things like that for the Fenka, the walkers.
Yep.
I like the association. The color associations are really good, genuinely. In terms it does make sense. It does. And having the golden variant is perfect as well for like the cultural aspect of how that would be used and tying it into like the culture of the region and how it runs.
Yep.
It's a really nice little tie-in you've done there. In terms of the main trees in this region, you know, we said we want to stick to like 1 or 2 species. Obviously we have the Tico bean tree. I do think we should have one other, maybe acacia adjacent tree, or the kind of general, more spread out, more common tree of this region. I say acacia adjacent just because that's the one that just has popped into my mind. Thanks Minecraft for sticking that one in there. I mean, it doesn't help these look like the Minecraft acacia trees. Tell me they don't. Come on.
They do.
They do. But yeah, so I think maybe having some kind of fun, I think a fun shaped tree like that. We don't really have any like acacia shaped trees in the world. You know, ones that have like multiple like turrets on them essentially. That's not the word, but you know.
Maybe a hybrid between a acacia tree and a palm tree.
Ooh, so like more palm-like leaves, but with multiple, like, what are they called, like heads? Like...
I was also thinking the actual bark part, like the actual stem of the tree being like a palm.
Oh, like the rings almost that a palm tree has?
Yeah, like there's the shape of it, but with multiple heads, like acacia tree has.
Like acacia tree heads, but with like the ringed...
Yeah.
The almost tree stumps.
It almost looks gummy because of it. It's in my head, at least. I feel like it makes this area a bit more almost friendly.
Yeah, I like that.
We can make this a nut tree.
Hey, what sign?
A nut tree.
A nut tree?
Grows nuts.
I like that. That's a fun vibe. Okay, ringed and ridged. I'm gonna say giving moderate shade as well, because shade will be an important thing to think about as well in this environment, you know, where when it is like the really hot months, traveling around is going to be almost dangerous if you're not prepared, you know, with water and things like that to travel. So yeah, having the Hallow Root, which is the bamboo like stuff to make, you know, things and irrigation systems and bring water down from natural places, etc., and to make containers with, and then having this, giving some shade, you know, to protect you from the sun. I think that's a really fun little addition that's just kind of giving us a few layers that we were missing. Do you want them to grow some kind of nut effect?
Yeah.
What kind of vibe? We talking walnuts? We talking almonds? Cashews?
Almonds.
I'm thinking, like, so a very smooth... Well, not necessarily smooth, but a simple, small nut.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they grow in clusters? Do we want them to grow in like small clusters, maybe?
Yeah, we can make it look like a banana cluster.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of pinecone-y.
Yeah.
Like, imagine almonds growing in like a pinecone shape. That's kind of cool. I would like, should we, like, when does it tend to grow nuts? Like, maybe for just like a short harvest period every year? Or is it like an all year round thing?
I'd say all year round, because I feel like the temperature doesn't really change too much.
That is
in terms of,
true.
like, seasonally.
And I'm presuming these are obviously its seeds as well, as again with most biological things when it comes to plants. Nuts and fruits actually are seeds, and they are intended to be ingested and then put elsewhere around the world. Okay, so the main trunk of the tree has a similar texture to a palm tree, ringed and rigid. Okay. The head splits off into multiple levels of greenery, similar in structure to an acacia tree, giving moderate shade. The tree bears nuts that are similar in shape to an almond, but grow in clusters that make them look similar to pine cones. Yeah, we happy with that? Well explained enough? Cool. Question then becomes what to call them. Once again, my least favorite thing, or no, not my least favorite, the thing I'm worst at. Any ideas?
Denolia.
Ooh, spelling? Or you can type it. Yeah, my dyslexia is really struggling today. I do apologize, guys. Denolia. I like that. It sounds really cute. And so this is going to be the main tree, yeah?
Yeah, the most common tree type.
In the steppes.
Yep.
Obviously, the tundra is going to have a different kind of tree because it just doesn't make sense to have the same kind of tree growing in a frosty, snowy environment as we do in the steppes, kind of warm steppe environment.
Call it a tree family. Tree family.
Tree free.
Tree?
The tree free. The trees are free. Tree bed. Nope, lost it. Okay. Denolia. I like that though. We have Denolia, we have a Tico bean tree. We have the ornate Zen flower, the spine fruit, the Byron shrub, the clam nettle, the soothe stalk, featherwheat, and hallow root.
I'm thinking about one more thing in my mind right now, which is something that produces melody, like pitches. The reason I'm thinking about this is because I recently watched an episode of SpongeBob. Don't ask why.
I wasn't going to, but now I kind of want to ask.
I just came across it on TikTok, and
Sure.
I sat there watching the entire episode. You know how they sometimes on TikTok they put like entire episode?
Not really, but that shows me what your TikTok shows you.
Just listen. And in there, you have like a whole thing where SpongeBob goes through like a phase where it's very windy down in Bikini Bottom, and because he's a sponge, has holes. His holes produce sound.
It's just something that like whistles, basically.
Yeah. And then he like learns to play himself. Kind of weird. But because of the way that like the jellyfish follow him around because they enjoy the sound. So it's like a very attractive thing to animals.
I love that. How we got here, not sure, but I love the concept.
Yeah, but basically that's what I was thinking. It's like a attractive thing to animals. They just enjoy the tunes that are produced by this plant / maybe even flower.
I think flower could be cool. Have it be like a flowering plant. Maybe the flower itself is tube shaped, so the wind whistles through it.
Yeah, maybe.
You know how
like
oh god,
honeycomb.
Yeah, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely plants that look like flowers that look like that. Like foxgloves. You know, like how the heads of foxgloves are almost like multiple tubes. sticking up?
I don't know. I'm checking now.
I'm pretty sure that's a foxglove.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they have like multiple tubes and they have almost that honeycomb look to the insides of them. But have those be actual holes instead. You know, instead of like this.
Yeah.
Quick TLDR for foxgloves, by the way. Don't grow them in your garden if you don't know how to deal with them. They are a toxic plant. They look hella pretty, but can be dangerous if not treated properly and cared for properly. So.
Sounds like some people I know.
Can be dangerous if not treated properly.
Toxic.
Oh, you mean toxic? I was gonna say like. Okay. DVD. So a tube-shaped flower that grows in bunches. Yeah. So subtle honeycomb holes, strategically placed, strategically grown within them. Into the structure. So you're saying it's a pleasant sound? Like a pleasant, almost like singing whistle?
Yeah, a melodic whistle.
So these holes produce a pleasant melodic whistle when the wind or breeze catches them just right. This sound is very attractive to animals. Cool, makes sense?
Yeah, I have one more addition to the lore.
Go for it.
How about the local Fanker associate the sound with the legend of old, like of the old like mythical animals? Like residual of that?
I kind of... Yes, definitely type that down. Type that in. I was also thinking, what if they make an instrument in the shape of this flower?
Yeah.
Similar to like a... Oh God, I hate the English name for this instrument. A recorder. Block flute, if you want to call it the proper name. Because I refuse to call it a recorder, because it's a fucking stupid thing to call it.
An ocarina.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another better way to call it than a fucking recorder. English language is shitty sometimes. Okay, you first. Go. We get like this sometimes. Oh, actually, wait, I can do this. There you go. You type. And I'll type. Not typing at all. No, Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. I don't want to call it a recorder. What did you say you called it?
Ocarina?
Like block.
Ocarina. Do you want me to type?
Insert it there in a minute. You keep typing what you're typing first. Any British people watching, I am talking about recorders, which you probably did in primary school, but, you know. You probably did a shitty plastic one in primary school, and trust me, they are actually quite a beautiful instrument. I like that. Local Fenka, which you spelt wrong. That's fine, I'll correct it. Local Fanker populations associate the melodies with the sounds of ancient mythological beasts, while druids claim it's one of the few ways that Sesame can express joy. That's so sweet. That's really cute. Oh, like Ocarina, like Zelda.
Yes.
Thanks, bud. My brain was not. My brain was just not. It was. I don't know how to finish that sentence. It just was not. I like that though. That's really cute. I like the idea that, yeah, they make like wooden versions of them maybe.
Yeah.
And play them like instruments, like an ocarina. I actually know what you mean now as well. Oh my god, my brain. I kept hearing blockery. My brain was on block flout, and I think it just got a little bit stuck.
It's okay.
Okay, question is, what do we call this? And what color are these flowers? That's the other question we haven't done.
Orange.
The what, sorry? Something hot, did you say?
Orange.
Orange. I'm deaf. Fuck my life.
It's okay.
Oh, and then it's like honeycomb holes in that orange. That's cute. Okay, name. Maybe like the singing something. Or even like whisper if they think that it's like about mythology and stuff, associating the sounds with mythologies. Maybe like think about whispering.
Whistle whisper.
That is so hard to say and I love it. Whistle whisper. That's cute. I like that name, Whistle Whisper.
Yeah, it's giving like Peter Pan vibes.
It's almost musical to say it as well. You know what I mean? Like the syllables in it are almost like musical to even just say Whistle Whisper.
Yeah, it's true. Very beautiful.
So yeah, a tube-shaped orange flower that grows in bunches with subtle honeycomb holes strategically grown into the structure. These holes produce a pleasant melodic whistle when the wind or breeze catches them just right. This sound is very attractive to animals. The
If I ever make zone music,
yeah,
for these like zones, I'm gonna use an ocarina for this.
That's adorable. The Fen can make an instrument in the shape of this flower, which is played in a similar way to an ocarina. Local Fenka populations associate the melodies with the sounds of ancient mythological beasts, while druids claim it's one of the few ways that Sesame can express joy. Oh my god, did we just make something kind of happy?
Yes.
It's been a while since we've done that, Jesus Christ.
Have we ever done that?
And not ruined it? I don't think so.
Yeah. Don't touch it. Leave it.
Don't touch it, leave it where it is. Don't give anyone ideas. Okay, that's cute though. I like that. Okay.
And somehow we managed to not make something explosive or toxic or
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Gonna put where these are, by the way, in every single one, so we know this is a steppes flower. We'll do the tundra ones maybe when we come around another time. Honestly. Is there anything else you could think of adding?
Grass. Like, what's the actual grass that we're walking on?
That is such a good point, and we'll definitely go into plants. Okay. I definitely think we should have some tall grass variants as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tall grass can also be like a good hiding place for predators and things like that, so it definitely needs to have some kind of tall grass variant. Especially in something that is relatively open plains, you know, we need points of cover. And tall grass is just a really effective way to add that cover in without it seeming like forced, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Without having to add rocks everywhere or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess we can
Maybe-
start.
Maybe a variant of multicolored grass. Obviously, green being a green and yellow type of color, right? Which will make it have that sort of prairie steppe vibe, right?
Mm-hmm. So grass
then
that grows in
having-
green and yellow hues. Yeah.
Yeah. But it has a variant that is sharp and bladed. Like you actually get like paper cuts from it. If you're not careful when traversing through it. And if we're
Is it
putting
kind
this
of
into
like sorry, we did a plant before that we called Yellow Angel / Devil, where it was essentially two variants of the exact same thing that had one was dangerous, one wasn't. There was only like one tiny little identifier, which was literally just the shape of the petal being slightly different on one than the other. Is that the kind of thing you're talking about with this? Like having very similar variant, very similar in looks, but one does one thing and one does the other. Like one is just your natural is everywhere steppes grass, and then the other variant is the dangerous one. Is that kind of the vibe you want to go for here?
the difference being one grows taller than the other.
Okay, I like that. So the dangerous one grows taller?
Yeah. I'm basically like saying like it's like if you're translating this to like a mechanical standpoint, walking through the tall grass will be difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're walking around normally, this could be an encounter table, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of come across a bunch of tall grass that you kind of either have to like cut through or walk through.
So is the taller variant quite like hardy as well then?
No harder
Like
than
it doesn't
grass.
snap or bend easily, or so you can push through it. Yeah, like you say, you can push through it, but it's not. Yeah. But
If
you said
can
it's
push through
almost
it,
sharp.
you can. It's razor sharp, yeah. Well, maybe not razor sharp. That's sharp.
Yeah, can have sharp edges to it that can make it difficult to push through. Yeah?
Yep.
I think that's vague enough while also being specific enough to the point. And I like it. What are we gonna call this grass? This is gonna be the most common grass. Now we can, similarly to again like how we did Yellow Angel and Devil, we can have two names where there's like one common bit and then splits into two different names. So it's almost like a genus essentially, like a family name and then the two separate names of the variants.
Mhm. Maybe the genus is called Ferga, like Ferga.
Ferga or Ka? Ferga. Ferga, yeah, so is the genus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the regular one that grows everywhere, and then we'll have one for the sharp one.
Maybe abbreviated with. I have this in my mind. I'm sorry, but like I'm trying to like verbalize it.
It's okay, take your time, buddy.
Like Virgo, like Malice is the normal one, and Valis is the dangerous one.
I like that. And I'm gonna do this just to specify. There we go. Then that way I know which one's which and I can translate that into the web pages when we make them.
What about ferns? We want to make some ferns.
Yeah, that would make really good cover as well. And less dangerous cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of fern would be good. What kind of leaf shape do you want to go for? Do we want to go for like the classic, like, not spiky leaf shape, but do you know what I mean? Where it's like branching leaf shape of a fern? Or do we want to go
Yep.
for larger rounded petals similar to like say a monstera?
I'd say the spiky rigid.
What kind of size do we want them to be?
Like the leaf itself, or
Yeah, leaves, plants, the plant in general. Do we want the plant to be like waist height maybe?
yeah. For Vanker or people?
Oh, maybe for Fenka like head height.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because they're like 3 feet. Oh, my cat's here. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I'm so sorry if you can hear him yelling. It's getting towards his food time. He's definitely yelling. Head heighty. I'm gonna catch a bite as well. Okay, waist height for taller humanoids. Yeah, makes sense.
And I have a name for
I didn't mean to paste that. Say again, sorry? You have a name for it?
spine shroud.
Do you want to type that one down for me? My dyslexia is really struggling, so I do apologize. Like, I can hear you say something, and then my brain's, like, trying to figure out, and it can't figure out the letters that are involved.
Because the leaves, the spiky leaves, look
Shroud
like
you, yeah.
a spine.
And they shroud, that's cute. And they're good cover, yeah. I like that, that's really cool. Ew. I'm gonna be honest, I am getting absolutely exhausted. I know this has been a shorter stream, but I might say if we can call it here. I do think we're at a really good point. I think we've pretty much named enough plants for the step side now. Because we have a good mix, right? We have the grasses, the ferns and cover. We have various non-edible plants as well as edible ones and fruits. We have some flowers. We have our two staple trees of the region, which, as we said, we wanted to keep it to a limited number. And we've come up with 2 crops as well. And for a region that's mainly focused on the animals, I think that's a really good amount to have, personally speaking. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think we've done a pretty good job about finding a good balance between all of the what we already mentioned things, so I don't repeat myself.
Yeah.
I think we did really good. I think we have a good variety. I think this area genuinely, for some reason, just works. And I don't know. It's
yeah,
like,
I don't really know how it works, but it works.
it's so easy. It's so easy to develop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Flex. Hope the stream over with Azzy went well. I'm aware that's where a lot of people have been tonight as well. Which, congratulations to the Aztec as well, by the way, for being on the Rainbow Six Siege community spotlight tonight. She's done great, and I'm proud of her. Don't let her catch me saying that, but you know.
Clip it.
Yeah. But I do think we have a really good variety. Like you say, like the main thing for me is like we don't want too many things that do obscure view as well. You know, steppes are known for being quite open landscapes. We wanted to make sure that, you know, we have that ability to see long distances and not covering it with too much in terms of the flora. And we don't want to detract from what the Fenka value more, which is the animals, you know, ultimately. And I think we've done a very good job at balancing that.
I like that we like indirectly used color to break it up.
Yeah, I think that's worked really well. You know, I was saying a little bit, like, I didn't want this to be a bland landscape. And although we have used colour to break things up using, you know, red and orange flowers, we're still sticking to some of the kind of greens and browns and yellows of the environment as well. So it's not, like, too out there to be, like, too eye-grabbing, but it is adding that pop that just makes things a little bit more, you know, that it makes it more believable as an environment. And I do love that.
Yeah, good job.
But yeah, we are going to call it here. We are going to call it on a short stream. I do apologize, guys. I am exhausted. It's been a really long week. Yeah, it's been one of those weeks. But we've done a really good job. We've gotten to a good stopping point as well. I don't really want to start doing the tundra now because that's probably going to take a stream again in of itself. But we will rotate back round to this. So next stream... Oh no, Jack was going right in at the end again. Next stream, I think we'll move on to actually getting more of the animals sorted properly, getting all the animals we have typed up and named, and getting some of those animals sorted itself. Then we'll go on to people, back onto our normal rotation. That is on my feet. Sorry, that just made me jump. We've also been talking about adding a quest rotation in. So, spending 1 week talking about different side quests or like different little objectives and things that we can do in each area and have those as things on the website for guiding GMs who are playing in the environments towards just little curios they can add in just to make the world feel more alive. Because, you know, the party's quest is not going to be the only thing that people are doing in the world. So we're thinking of adding that into the rotation. I can already think of a few for this area. So I think that's the rotation we're going to do. So next week we'll do animals or fauna, then we'll do people, then we'll do a questing one. We'll do the first questing one in a couple of weeks' time, I think, once we have the area slightly more figured out with the animals and people and stuff. And then we'll rotate back around again to flora to do the tundra and etc. I think we'll spend a good few weeks more on this region because it is the least developed and yet somehow kind of most developed at the same time, but don't ask me how that works, region that we have. And I think getting it fully fleshed out is going to be honestly so rewarding.
Agreed. Thank you all for joining us for today. Again, we kind of managed to drag it out a little bit longer, but it's been really fun. Everyone's been really helpful, and make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. Make sure to check us out on our social media. We are trying to get back into posting. We kind of broke the cycle that we had on posting, but we're trying. ADHD. And, we'll put more content out at any case. Yeah.
We're working on it. It's coming. Keep an eye out. We'll let you guys know on the Discord. We'll see you guys next week. Please do join us then. 8:30 p.m. British time. As always, next Friday, we'll be back at it again, going with fauna. Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.